So there's a reason we can't have the things that we used to have back in the day, such as playing dodgeball in school. Headshots count as double points, such as the merry-go-round. Remember the merry-go-round? You would spin it as fast as you could, and you would jump off. You would play that game until you got sick. Remember when playgrounds that used to have rocks instead of mulch, and we would pick up the rocks and we would have rock fights? Oh yeah, we would enjoy that. And this is why in schools, a lot of schools, they no longer do the tug of war. We don't do tug of war anymore because someone may get hurt. What you're about to see here is you're about to see a game of musical chairs end terribly. Okay, so what you see right there, now that's not cool. This person has taken a chair and they ran away and they caught this person off guard. Totally caught off guard. Here we go. Oh, down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Now that wasn't a cool move right there. That wasn't nice. But check out the response of this individual. What are we doing? No, what are you doing? Ladies and gentlemen, the person who was just slammed is a student. And the person who did the slamming, that's a staff member. And look at his reaction. What are we doing? Didn't go check on the student. But the most important thing was to win the game. Look how vicious this is. Pulls her. And, obviously this is a young person. I'm thinking I'm just going off of experience. I'm thinking that probably they just graduated from college, or obviously it looks like a football player or some sort of an athlete. Just got out of college, just got on as maybe a TA at this school to do a little something until they figure out what they really want to do with their career. But the force is just ridiculous. Whipped her out of this is a student, ladies and gentlemen, whipped her out of the chair. You know what? It could have been a wrestler. And just, oh my, slams on her, and he falls on a part of her body as well. Rolls through that to finish the game of musical chairs. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. That's terrible. I'll tell you what. I want that person's job.
I watch News4Jax because I like to...
Stop it. I want that person's job. School employee was reassigned to duties without student contact while the district investigates the incident. That's right. That's right. Yes, you have to do the investigation, but I think after that investigation, that person should not. No. That was horrible. And let's listen to the injuries. That person's name, the student is named Nyla Milliken. 16, says she suffered a concussion and bruised ribs after a male teacher turned a little bit too competitive while playing musical chairs and slammed her to the ground during the last round of the game. He was a little too close to me from the beginning, from behind. So when the music stopped, you know how somebody pulls a chair and runs? I did that, sat down. Then he ran after me, and we saw the video. He picked her up after she won. He picked her up and slammed her. I don't care if like she calls him the fall and she maybe embarrass him or whatever. I mean, you're not a student. You're a staff member. You're an adult. It's a pep rally. Oh well, okay, I lost that game. Ha ha ha. I'll get you back later. You know, we're gonna do 2 out of 3 rock paper scissors or something like that, and you just have a laugh. It's over. It's done. You're not in high school. Nyla's mother, Joanna Milliken, posted the video on TikTok showing the moment when her daughter was thrown to the ground by the man who is not identifying, who the news is not identifying because he's not been charged with the crime. After that, 2 people can be seen helping the student stand up while the man celebrated that he had won the game. Again, you're a grown man. You're not a student. This pep rally isn't for you. It's disgusting. I just couldn't imagine as a parent seeing that. The mother is now demanding accountability. To see her cry, it made me feel I wanted to cry inside because my daughter, she's real tough. She's competitive like a sports player, and she never cries like that. But I know she was hurt when she came in that car and started crying to me, Joanna said. Yeah, and you could see it in the video. She is tough. She is tough. She didn't sell anything. She was probably very hurt because this man, this athlete, looks like a wrestler or a football player, slammed her to the ground with force, with momentum, in front of her peers. Like, I remember what that's like as a high school student, and I've been out of high school for a while, but I remember what that's like. That's embarrassing. And now it's going to live forever. The mother says she had a productive conversation with the school's principal on Monday morning. He was very nice. He sat down and talked to me, and he said that the measures are being taken, but he did say he watched the video himself, and he said he did not expect that out of the young man. He said he didn't know what he was thinking. There's a longer version of the video that shows the man pushing another student earlier in the game and celebrating before Nyla Milliken was tackled to the ground. I want justice to be done. I mean, I'll bet I'm gonna do some digging. I'll bet this is a recently graduated college student just waiting on what the next move is going to be. Maybe working as a TA, and he lost his mind. I want justice to be done because ain't no teacher should be that close to a student they didn't know. Nobody should even have to come or even have to deal with their kid going to the emergency room just for a teacher tackling their student over on the ground over musical chairs. Absolutely right. The news reached out to the school to ask about the video and if any action was taken. Of course, they can't do that. District responded with a statement saying is in part that the employee has been reassigned to duties without student contact while the district investigate. District officials said they couldn't provide any details due to the ongoing investigation. Nyla, most importantly, said she just wants to feel better and go back to class. Some people don't like school. I do, Nyla said. I really don't want to miss no things at school. Like, it's just so crazy to me. I have to because of the situation. Okay. But that is, Nyla is a strong and brave young woman, because I know that is not easy for a teenager to have to deal with and answer to the fallout from that going to school the next day. In addition to that, she's been physically hurt by this man, this athletic man who slams it to the ground and shows no empathy after the fact. Absolutely not. I want his job. He should be gone. Absolutely. Like, no excuses. Unbelievable.